Hello everyone, I am Emma. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will share a story of a girl, Lavanya, who learned to speak English while living in a village. And I thought, if she can, then you can also. Don't worry, I know your time is very precious. I will not waste your time. But before I start, let me ask you something. Have you ever thought English is not for people like me? Have people ever laughed at you? Do you live in a small town or village and feel that you don't have facilities? Do you think success only belongs to city people? If even one answer is yes, then this story is for you. Lavanya was born in a small village surrounded by fields, mud roads, and simple houses. There was no big school, no English speaking environment, no coaching center. Her father was a farmer and her mother managed the house. Life was simple, but money was limited. Lavanya studied in a government school where most subjects were taught in Hindi. English was just another subject in the book. The teacher would come, read the chapter quickly, and leave. Students would memorize answers without understanding. Lavanya was afraid of English. Whenever the English period started, her heart would beat fast. When the teacher asked her to read, her voice would shake. Her classmates would giggle when she mispronounced words. One day, a new girl came from the city. She spoke English confidently, not perfect, but without fear. Everyone looked at her with respect. That day, Lavanya felt something different. It was not jealousy. It was not anger. It was a silent decision. She thought, if she can speak, why can't I? But the problem was clear. No English environment, no guidance, no money for coaching. Still, Lavanya decided she would try. She started small. Every day, she would read one paragraph from her English textbook loudly. At first, she did not understand the meaning. She just focused on speaking the words. Her pronunciation was wrong. Her grammar was weak. Her confidence was zero. But she continued. Her brother had a basic smartphone. At night, after finishing her household work, she would borrow it for 1 hour. She searched for simple English stories on YouTube. She listened carefully and repeated sentences again and again, slowly, with mistakes. Sometimes the internet did not work, sometimes electricity was gone, but she did not stop. She made a small notebook. In that notebook, she wrote 5 new English words daily. She wrote their meanings in Hindi. She made simple sentences with them. For example, word hope. Sentence I have hope. Simple, very simple, but powerful. In the beginning, people made fun of her. When she tried to speak English with her cousin, he laughed and said, "Why are you acting like a city girl?" That hurt her. That night she cried. She thought of quitting. But then she remembered her own question. If she can, why can't I? Next day, she started again. Lavanya changed one habit that changed her life. She stopped being afraid of mistakes. Instead of hiding, she started practicing in front of a mirror. She would stand, look into her eyes, and say, "Hello, my name is Lavanya. I am from a village. I am learning English." Every day, same lines, with more confidence. After 3 months, something changed. She could understand simple English videos without subtitles. She could introduce herself clearly. Her fear was reducing. One day, her school organized a small function. Students were asked to give short speeches. Nobody wanted to speak in English. Lavanya raised her hand. Her hands were shaking. Her legs were weak. But her voice was strong. She spoke simple sentences, no big vocabulary, no complex grammar. "My name is Lavanya. I live in this village. I am learning English. I believe we can learn anything if we try." There was silence, then claps. Not because she was perfect, but because she was brave. That day, her confidence grew. She continued her routine, reading daily, listening daily, writing daily, speaking daily. Slow progress, but real progress. After 1 year, Lavanya could hold small conversations. She helped her younger classmates in English. Even her teacher noticed improvement. The same classmates who laughed at her now asked, "How did you learn?" She smiled and said, "Practice." She did not change her village, she changed her mindset. Lavanya later applied for a scholarship interview. The interview had some English questions. Earlier, she would have stayed silent, but this time she answered confidently. She was selected. Today, Lavanya is studying in a good college. Her English is still improving. She is not perfect, but she is not afraid anymore, and that is the real success. So, what did Lavanya have? Not money, not facilities, not a big city. She had consistency, courage, patience, and the belief that background does not decide future. Now let me tell you what happened after Lavanya joined college. The city was new for her. New people, new language, new pressure. In the village, she was one of the best in English. But in college, she again felt small. Students were speaking fast English. Some were fluent. Some had studied in English medium schools. For a few days, Lavanya felt the same old fear coming back. She thought, maybe I was good only in my village. Maybe I am not good enough here. But this time, she was not the same girl. She had already fought fear once, and she knew how to fight it again. Instead of comparing herself, she started observing others. She noticed something important. The fluent students were not using very difficult words. They were just confident. They were not afraid of making mistakes. That realization changed everything. Lavanya made a new plan. Every day in a college, she would speak at least 5 sentences in English, even if they were simple, even if they were broken. At first, her classmates replied in Hindi, but she politely continued in English. Slowly, some of them started responding in English too. She joined the college library. She began reading small English novels, not heavy books, simple stories. When she did not understand a word, she did not panic. She underlined it and checked the meaning later. One more habit she added was thinking in English. While walking to class, she would think, "I am going to class. Today I have 2 lectures. I will complete my assignment." Small thoughts but powerful training for the brain. After 6 months, something amazing happened. One day, her professor asked for volunteers for a presentation in English. Many students avoided it. Lavanya raised her hand again. She prepared carefully. She practiced in front of the mirror, just like in her village. She recorded her voice and listened to it. She corrected her pronunciation. On this presentation day, she stood confidently. She spoke clearly. She explained her topic in simple words. She smiled. She made eye contact. When she finished, the professor said, "Very clear explanation." The sentence meant everything to her. From that day, people started seeing her differently. But here is the most important part. Lavanya did not become confident because her English became perfect. She became confident because she accepted that learning is a journey. There were still days when she made grammar mistakes. There were still times when she forgot words, but she no longer felt shame. Instead of saying, "Sorry, my English is weak," she started saying, "I'm still learning." That small change in sentence changed her identity. Later, Lavanya started helping other students from small towns. She created a small speaking group in her hostel. Every evening, they practiced together. No judging, no laughing, only learning. She told them the same line she once told herself. If I can, you can. One of the juniors once asked her, Didi, what is the secret? Lavanya smiled and said, there is no secret, only consistency. Not one day, not one week, but daily effort. 2 years later, Lavanya faced a campus interview. The interview was in English. Earlier, this would have been her biggest fear, but now she saw it as an opportunity. She introduced herself confidently. She answered questions calmly. Even when she did not know an answer, she said politely, I'm not fully sure, but I think. And she was selected. The girl who once feared reading one paragraph in English now spoke in interviews without fear. What changed? Not her background, not her village, not her family income. Her habits changed, her mindset changed, and when mindset changes, life changes. So if you are still thinking, I don't have English environment, I live in a village, my school was not English medium, people laugh at me, let me remind you again, Lavanya had all these problems too. But she had one more thing. She had courage to start. You don't need 20,000 sentences to change your life. You need one decision. Start reading today. Start speaking today. Start making mistakes today. 1 year from now, you will thank yourself, and maybe, just maybe, your story will inspire someone else. This is not just Lavanya's story, it can be yours. Before you leave, I want to say something directly to you. If Lavanya's story touched your heart even a little, if you saw yourself in her struggles, if you also want to speak English confidently one day, then don't just feel motivated. Take action today. After this video, speak 5 sentences in English, read one paragraph loudly, learn 3 new words, do something small because small steps taken daily create big change. And if you truly believe that you can improve, then stay connected, subscribe to this channel, and become part of this journey. Like this video if you are ready to start your English speaking journey from today. And comment below. I will not give up. Let's grow together. Let's speak without fear. And let's prove that no village, no background, and no past can stop us. Thank you.